Oh shit, I don't like when I feel get double tapped in real life. Like each and every year. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Do that again. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Good evening, good evening, good evening, everybody. Hello, Dimitri, Jasmine Tate, Angel Ween 732. Each and every year, the population increase of niggas that's fear. Good evening, Rodney Miller 1016. Keep them freedom seeds, my man. Keisha Israel. Akesh Israel, my bad. Hector Hernandez, welcome. Easter, Esther Wiley. Jay Nicky, what's good? Turn the music down, let me see.
The business metrics matter the most. What we're trying to do as a program is
Is that better? Yeah. Is that loud enough? It's too loud, the music. I want you to be able to hear it.
Thought your world was
Wow, you had a blowout on the side of the road. Sorry to hear that. I'm glad you made it home, Jules.
Listen up, this ain't a sad story. This is a lesson well taught. Staring at the ceiling, 4 a.m. again.
You ever been staring at the ceiling? Like, damn.
Playing everything alive, wondering where it all is.
Have you ever been staring at the ceiling? You feel it in your gut.
Physical pain, like a unexpected rain. You shattered the foundation, trust we built with time.
You ever had something had you staring at the ceiling? Damn.
Asking myself, was I not enough for you?
Was I not enough?
You know what was true.
Y'all come on in, come on in, come on in, come on in. Let me get started.
Used to think the crowd was just a late night call for betrayals and the side in the rise and fall. It's a little lies you tell.
Good evening, everybody. Good evening, good evening. What we gonna talk about today, you already know.
Just for what you take.
But before I get started, I want to talk about something. I just left Walmart, right? Again, thank y'all for tuning in for another one. I really appreciate it. I'm truly grateful. I don't take this for granted at all. People showing up on a Sunday evening to watch me, to hear what the hell I got to say. And I truly appreciate that. So I want to ask y'all something. I was just at Walmart, right? And I was walking in the store and I looked over and I saw a family. Husband, wife, 2 kids. And the wife, Muslim. Yes. Oh, Rodney Mill, I got so many of them, I ain't got nowhere to put them. I need to get some more other things to use the freedom seed, put them in, if you know what I mean. Got to get probably get me a couple of more. If I happen to run across some people that want to get down with the team, but they didn't stock up, so I got to get some more stuff. So I looked over, and the lady was a Muslim or whatever, most likely called the outfit. When I take fully covered, whatever you call it, they wear the burqa or whatever, where everything was covered, you could see this much of her eyes. Couldn't see nothing else. That's how she was looking. And she looked at me like, maybe I'm imagining shit, But it's like I was thinking the way she was looking at me, like, please save me. Oh, they call them hijabs, okay. She had a look in her eye like, help, save me, rescue me, please help me. Her face fully covered, but not him. What is the burqa? I'm talking, she had on the whole thing, everything covered, everything. Like the nuns or whatever. She had the whole thing, could see none of her face, nothing but the eyes. What do you call that? That what she had on. I don't know if you call it a burqa or hijab, but I don't know. I'm just an American. We don't do all that over here. So she had to look in her eyes because that's all I could see was her eyes. Could see nothing else. I don't know if she was dark skinned, light skinned. I don't know what the hell she was. All I saw was eyes. I'm telling you, can't even see the skin tone. I don't know if she was dark skinned, light skinned, white, but I don't know. That's all I saw. Like she was looking through a window, like in jail. When I was in Metro jail, I used to be looking through the little crack in the window to see outside. That's all you could see. That's how she was looking. So I'm like, so my question is, why they got to do that? Now, these are the people we're fighting against, right? In Iran, I guess. But here you got American women, liberal, siding with Iran. Simplified. Hoorah. Thank you, Charles Weatherly. We have Americans, so-called Americans, siding with Iran. Women siding with Iran. A place that requires the women to look like that woman I just saw today. That's where I'm going with this. Just starting out with that. I'm talking about something totally different. But I'm just looking at this woman like, in the name of their religion, just like Christianity, they believe they're right. Christians, y'all think y'all right. They think they're right for that too. To have that woman, the man ain't got to wear that. So I guess the man don't do no sin and no wrong, over there in their religion. Only the woman. Only the woman need to be covered up like that. Not the man. He walk around look like everybody else. But the woman, that low down, dirty scoundrel. American women that side with Iran because you hate Trump. They see you as a low down, dirty scoundrel. We can't even see your body because you just that dirty. We need to cover your ass all the way up. We can't even see your face. Now, for people that don't believe Jesus and Muhammad existed, how are they pedos if they never existed? From a man right here, I'm finna block him because it's kind of weird. It's kind of disrespectful. Whether I believe in your religion or not, I ain't gonna be disrespectful with it. See, I don't believe either one, I don't believe either one of these characters existed, so I can't call them pedos why would I call them that? I heard about what Muhammad did, but I'm not gonna disrespect those people. But I just don't agree with them. I don't believe in Muhammad no more than the other fella. Not saying they ain't never existed. I don't know. I just ain't got no proof, no evidence, nothing other than what you believe. So I'm gonna leave that alone. So now I'm gonna remove that. But we ain't gonna be disrespecting nobody, even if we don't believe and agree with what they're saying. I'm not gonna be disrespectful. I don't do disrespect over here. Hold on. So I just wanted to start out with that. The insanity of liberalism. Liberalism is a mental disorder. I really believe that. If you are a modern day liberal, you are the result of there not being any mental institutions left in America. They shut them all down. Modern day liberals are the people that if we had mental institutions, they would be in there. The only reason they running loose now, running free, because we don't have any mental institutions. Speaking of gas prices, the diesel done dropped like $1 and something. Have y'all noticed that? Or is it in your town? Gas done dropped, diesel done dropped. I just saw diesel, it was $5.55 this time last week. I just saw it at the Walmart. It is $4.49. So that's over $1 since last Sunday. This Sunday is $4.49, which is still high, but last Sunday it was $5.55. So that's over $1 that diesel has dropped in my area. And I can't speak for everywhere else, but in my area, diesel has dropped a whole $1. Do you hear what I hear? Do you hear it? What's that, big boy? What do you hear? Silence from the liberals. Silence from the Democrats. When it was sky high, all you hear, look how high the diesel is. Look how high the gas is. Now notice something now. Diesel done dropped, but the gas really ain't. So I don't know what the hell these people doing. The gas was still like $3 and shit. Hold on, y'all. Our gas was it's like $3.39 here. I can't speak for where y'all at. You in California with Gavin Newsom them or whatever, y'all on some other stuff. But here in Mobile, The gas is like $3.39. $3.39 for our gas. Now compare it to your area. Mobile, Alabama, $3.39. But we're 30 minutes from a refinery, the Chevron refinery in Pascagoula, Mississippi. And all that oil that we just took from Venezuela, they're bringing the ships right over there in Pascagoula. I saw it on the news. As a matter of fact, hold on. Let me show y'all what I'm talking about. We're going to talk about a number of things tonight, ladies and gentlemen. If you happen to have a topic or something you want me to discuss, hit me in the comment section. But we're going to talk about this assassination attempt. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the cost of living. Because I've seen some things where that's getting more and more out of hand. That's the title. It's getting crazier. We got people in my hometown and in my area still crashing out, crash test dummies. So some people say it was staged. I want to talk about that. Like, why? Okay, some people want to talk about Megan Thee Stallion and her breakup. We're gonna whatever y'all want to talk about. I'm here for y'all. I'm here for the people. What y'all want to talk about? We ain't gonna just talk about what I want to talk about tonight. So drop your comments of what you would like for me to discuss. If you got a problem, an issue, or if it ain't your problem, you know somebody. You asking for a friend. You asking for a friend, and it's something you want to answer to. Hit the comment section. Let me know what you want to talk about tonight. I'm gonna drop the link in a minute for people that want to come up and discuss whatever you want to discuss. You want to join. People have been asking me, how do you join? Meg got what's coming to her, but we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about it, ladies and gentlemen. Sunday night. Ain't no football on. I think basketball going on, but I don't care about basketball. I don't care about none of that. So hold on. Give me a minute, y'all. Oh, son's birthday. I appreciate all y'all that looked out for my boy. Birthday party was beautiful. And let me tell y'all something else too. Just a word of advice. Like if you planning an outdoor event, you might want to check the weather out yourself. We almost canceled my son's birthday yesterday, right? His party, because it was outside, a pool party. My son got a built-in swimming pool in his house. I live in a one-bedroom apartment. But my son got a pool. So anyway, the weather forecast was 100% thunderstorm, chance of rain, washout. We were about to cancel it. I said, hold on, let's just wait till the day of and see what happens. When I tell y'all it rained for about 15 minutes and the rest of the day was beautiful, hot but beautiful, if we would have listened to the weather forecasters, we would have canceled. Them folks don't know what the hell they be talking about. That's something, I don't know. They ain't got to do with what we're going to get into. But let me find this about this gas. Hold on. Maybe this is why our gas is cheaper than everybody else. Here it is, right here. 12 days ago.
Every time they go to the pump, and with a U.S.
Hold on, y'all. Let me show y'all.
blockade of Iran's ports and a partial blockade of the Strait of Hormuz in effect, President Trump admitted that high gas prices could stick around until at least the November midterms. Let's bring in CBS News correspondent Lilia Luciano. She's in Pascagoula, Mississippi, at one of the country's largest refineries. Lilia, thanks for your time. So I understand you are joined by Andy Walls, Chevron's president of global refining.
That's right, Mugo. Andy Walls, president of Global Refining at Chevron, and I were just talking about how much Americans are feeling these high prices, about all of the global conflict impacts onto how much Americans are struggling or suffering at the pump. And I was asking just now, Andy, and if you can share with our audience, I mean, what is a company like Chevron doing that is seeing more opportunity to export, that is increasing its earnings from the higher prices of oil globally to help Americans who are struggling right now?
Well, you're here at our Pascagoula refinery. Welcome. And we're bringing in Venezuelan crude to lower the price to our consumers. We're running this facility 24/7. We're doing it safely. And that's how we can lower the price to Americans. There's a conflict going on in Iran that's impacting prices, but the things we're doing is to try to drive that down.
What do you think is the lesson at this moment from what we are seeing in the Middle East for companies like Chevron and other suppliers having experienced what we experienced in Venezuela? Is the message that we need to rely more on oil from this hemisphere? I mean, and when will Americans start feeling those impacts?
Well, I think the lesson is that energy really matters and it needs to be affordable and reliable. Okay. And that's why we have to keep investing in infrastructure, investing in capabilities, and companies like Chevron need to keep finding these products and getting them to their customers. It's not okay that people are paying high prices. It's not okay that in some countries they're running out of products because they can't get it. And it just reinforces the need for energy is important and needs to be reliable and affordable.
This vessel here filled with how much Venezuelan crude?
400,000 barrels of Venezuelan crude.
400,000. You are processing how much more or less Venezuelan crude per day? And how does that compare to before the Maduro capture in January?
Well, there was a period where we couldn't get access to it. And this refinery was built to run that crude because it's a good resource, it's close, and that's how we run this refinery. Now we're running about 100,000 barrels a day. So this will last us about 4 days. Okay, that ship we have to have a ship like that come in every 3 or 4 days to supply this refinery. That's helping Venezuelans bring revenue to Venezuela, and it's helping America. Ship is lowering prices in America because we have access to a new supply point that we didn't have previously.
So without these ships, you think that we would be paying a lot more than $4 per gallon?
I'm not going to say a lot, but we would be paying more. Less supply means higher prices. This is a good thing for Americans. This product coming to our refinery, coming to other competitive refineries here on the Gulf Coast is good for Americans.
And Venezuela is going to offer greater support.
I don't know, like I said, in your area, but right now the gas here is $3.39. The diesel then dropped $1 in like 1 week. And let me see this question here. Why the gas running out faster now? If you notice that the gas is burning faster. Now, if you go to the pump, I used to haul gas. I was a gas hauler, the gas tanker that you see at the gas station. I did that for like 10 years. From 2000 to 2008, I was a gas hauler before I got into containers, what I'm doing now. And when George Bush was in office, remember the gas had went up sky high, right? When Bush was in office, it was like $5, $6 a gallon here in Mobile. And they came up with a way to try to lower the price or make it, they call themselves. But what they did was exactly ethanol. He beat me to it. if you go to the pump and you look at it it says contains up to a certain percentage of ethanol, right? Now, depends on what we got going on. You might be in an area where, or how it used to be before all this took place, you might have 1%, 2% ethanol. On the pump, it says up to 10% or however many percent. But that don't mean your gas in your area had 10% ethanol in it. It might have had 3%. To where now they probably up the amount of ethanol in it to the full 10%, to where now it's burning out faster because it's more ethanol than gas. So if you notice or feel like the gas not lasting as long, they're not going to tell us. They're not going to say, hey, we done stretch the gas a little more because of the conflict over there, and we don't want to run out. We don't want to have a panic. So we up the ethanol. But that's lowering the quality of your gas. So what I do now is pay a little more, but I buy the gas that has no ethanol in it. Instead of, I buy the non-ethanol gas, like for your boats and stuff like that, but it says no ethanol. It costs more, probably 50 cents more, but it lasts longer because it's pure gas, no ethanol. So you go buy, say you fill up, but you get non-ethanol gas, you might spend $20 more per fill up, but it's gonna last you a couple of days longer. So you still saving. But that's what's going on. The quality of gas is lower. They're not going to tell you. You might have some people come against me telling me I don't know what I'm talking about. I hauled gas for 10 years. As a matter of fact, in my area, you got 3 refineries. You got Chevron, you got BP, and you got Shell. All right? In every gas station within this southern region of Alabama and Mississippi and Florida, all the gas come from the same places. You know, everybody got their favorite gas station. I feel like Shell got the best gas. I feel like Chevron got the best gas. I feel like I ain't going to the mom and pop store. That gas be have water in it and all that. It's all the same gas. So if you're going to Chevron or Shell, I probably should be saying this, but if you're going to Chevron or Shell, because you think you get a better quality of gas, you're not. It's the same gas that's in the mom and pop store. The only difference is Chevron add an additive. That's it. The only difference between Chevron gas and the mom and pop across the street is an additive. Chevron got Techron or what have you. I don't know what the other gas. I know Chevron got Techron added in. And when we pumping the gas into the truck, thank you. Let me see. Appreciate you. Yeah, Chevron got Techron. And the amount they put in there, now this might be allegedly, let me say that for legal purposes. The amount of Techron they put in the gas, because when it's pumping into the truck, they'll have a little injector that shoot we can hear it click. Every 40 gallons, they hit a spray, a spritz of Techron, a certain amount in every 40 gallons that go in the truck, in the tanker. The amount of Techron they're putting in the gas to make it higher than a mom and pop, it ain't enough where your car gonna run any better. I'm sorry. So, if you was wondering what's the difference between Chevron, Shell, and them big name stores and the mom and pop outbar across the street over there, his gas 20 cents cheaper than Chevron, it's the same gas. I would do a Chevron station, go back to the rack at Chevron, and pull the same gas and go to the mom and pop store across from the Chevron. Same gas. So if you want to save a little money, go to the mom and pop. Same gas. It ain't no better. those of y'all who say, with a mom and pop store, they be having water in their gas. No, they don't. When we pull up to the store, the gas station, before we unload it to their tanks, the gas, I'm responsible to make sure you don't have gas in your, not gas, water in your gas that you put in your car. I'm responsible for that. If you got water in your gas in your car, thank the local driver. Because we're not supposed to put the gas in the tank if it's got water. And we got to test for water before we unload. So we got the stick that we measure the inches with, how much gas is before, so we won't overfill the tank. We got to make sure it'll hold the load. And a gas hauler in here know what they'll tell you that I know what I'm talking about by what I'm saying. So you might see them putting a little stick in the tank at the gas station. You wonder what they're doing when you see them putting that long stick down in the tank. They're checking to see how much gas is in the tank so they won't overflow the tank. They want to make sure to hold the load. And we're testing for water. On the bottom of the stick, we put a paste on it called water paste. And when you stick it in the tank and pull it back up, that's going to tell you how much water in the tank. If it got over 3 inches, we can't unload in that tank. There's too much water. Because the way the tank draws the gas out, anything over 3 inches, you're going to start getting water in your tank. But we can't unload it. They got to fix it. We got to go in there and tell the owner, hey, you got 4 inches of water in your tank. We can't unload in there. You got too much water. So they got to call somebody out to find out why the water's getting in there, and they got to fix it before we can unload in there. So you ain't buying water. What you're buying is the ethanol. Slow Mate, Walmart, and Sam's Club, it ain't watered down. It's ethanol. I'm telling you what it is now. Can't put no water in it. First of all, the car ain't going to run off water. If that's the case, you might well not buy gas at all. Just put water in your tank and going down the road. They've increased the amount of ethanol, allegedly, before they come at me. You don't know what you're talking about. Allegedly. There's more ethanol in the gas than what used to be. Thank you, Sherry West. I appreciate it. Now let me, that's what's going on with your gas, ladies and gentlemen. If you're wondering that your gas seems like it's burning faster, it is. 2 things you can do. Like if your car runs regular. You can put premium in it, or you can buy the non-ethanol gas. But either way, if you want a better quality of gas and want your gas to last long, you have to spend a little more money. Who want to hear that? I didn't see the Michael Jackson movie yet, so I want to spoil it for everybody. So I ain't gonna talk about the movie. Well, everybody, I ain't seen it yet, so I definitely don't want to know about it. I'm a big Mike fan. I'm Michael Jackson #1 fan. So we can't talk about the Michael Jackson movie. Please don't say nothing about it. If you saw it, don't say nothing. Don't spoil it. I ain't seen it yet. So you say the movie good. I'm gonna see it regardless. I am Michael Jackson's biggest fan. Then Prince. I'm gonna go see it. But I didn't see it this weekend. I had other stuff. I'm planning for my son, his birthday and things like that, right? But I'm going to see the Mike movie, but we can't talk about that right now because I don't want to know what happened. I want to see it. Oh, come on, man. Oh, hold on. He said he think MJ dies. No shit. We know the ending of that story. That ain't funny though. So now let's get on to this Trump assassination attempt. Okay, we'll do that, Big Mike Graham. We'll do that. If y'all ain't watched the Mike movie, go ahead and watch it between now and next weekend. The Lord will and the creek don't rise. And we're going to come on here and discuss that. We'll do some movie talk. I wish it wasn't a copyright issue because I had an idea of us actually watching like documentaries and stuff, going over it, like history. A lot of stuff I watch, I would like to we'll dissect it while we watch it, but I can't do that. Let me go and drop the link too. Hold on, y'all. Let me drop the link for y'all. And then I want to, for those of y'all who think the assassination attempt was fake or staged, I want to know why. What's the purpose? The liberals are talking, them goof-ass liberals. They say trying to cover up for the Epstein list. But they said that's what the war was about in Iran. What else we got to do to cover up for the Epstein list? You said the war in Iran was to cover up the Epstein list. You got to keep doing stuff to distract you from the Epstein list? The TDS, to feel bad for him. Okay, that's the answer. All right, Demetri said it was staged. Oh, she said it wasn't staged. Right, Demetri was like, why, for what? He already the president, so he ain't trying to get elected. You remember the last time they tried to kill him, y'all say he was trying to get elected. Well, he already elected, so that's out the question. Trying to cover up for the Epstein list. But, hold on, Larry Mills, I need to see a picture. I see who you are. I gotta see who you are. Okay, that's what I thought. As a matter of fact, I don't feel right about you for some reason. Maybe I'm wrong. Prove me wrong, but I kind of feel, I got a bad feeling, I gotta feel like you on some troll shit. All right. Niji and Nadia Marriage say it's staged. So we got some say it's staged. Those of y'all who say it's staged, why? What's your reasoning? I want to discuss this. And if you don't mind, you can come on to, Larry Mills said he knew to this. To be honest with you, Larry, I don't know how to do it either. All I know how to do is drop the link and then y'all click on it. I don't know how you bring your face up, but I got to see your face to make sure you're a human being and make sure you're not Mooch or one of them trolls and haters. I got some haters. I got some people that threaten to kill me. I got all kinds of people, weirdos, that y'all be shocked. So, hold on. There you go. Those of y'all who think it's staged, I want to know why. What's your explanation? Why would Trump need to stage it? What's the purpose? Some folks say he want to get a ballroom. Like, he already getting a ballroom. They already doing it. He ain't got to stage an assassination attempt. Second, with all the people that hate Trump that's in office, how would they keep it a secret? Would nobody blow the whistle? Trump having so many haters, how would they keep something like that hush hush where nobody told? Like people that say, and this might be true, they say the NFL is rigged. How do they do that? They say the players be throwing the game. How would everybody be in on it? How do you rig a football game? Maybe y'all know something I don't know. But exactly, Smoking the Bear, it's just people that, okay, you say you voted for Trump, but tell me why. Why was it staged? Because here's the deal. You would think, I would kind of agree with y'all if, only if, Trump the only not people. If Trump was the only president that people tried to assassinate and it wasn't successful, do y'all know how many times somebody tried or attempted to? Do y'all really don't know how many assassination attempts or plots were uncovered on Obama? Obama was getting threats and attempts like daily to weekly. It was so much so that they didn't announce all of them because there was so many. Obama was the first black president. You think he ain't have no people trying to unalive him? How come we ain't hear about all of them? You really think Obama didn't have the same thing going on behind the scenes? It's just Trump. They keep catching. Yeah, that's their job to catch them before that's the point of the Secret Service. What's the point of having somebody that's protecting the president if it ain't hard, if they don't make it hard to get it? He didn't get in there. They caught him before he got there. That's the point. Look, you can go somewhere where they got security everywhere. You got a gun on you. You see the security right there. You just take out running, hoping that you make it in. But they got him, like, what is he doing? They're sitting there looking at him trying to get in. You say nobody ever fired a weapon at Obama? Are you sure about that? Hold on. Hold on. See, y'all depending on the media, fake news, mainstream media. That's what y'all doing. How did they manage to get JFK? Good question. Y'all see that? And thank you for your support and donation. This is how they managed to get him. What you call that? Behind the scenes people. When I tell y'all the president really ain't running shit. You heard me say that before? The president really ain't running things like you think he is. Chris, you heard me say that before, right? And you probably done heard that too. The president just a figurehead, a puppet, but you actually got other people behind the scenes running things. Have you heard me say and other people say that are Trump supporters that say, hey, he don't seem like the same guy as he did the first term? Have you heard Trump supporters say that? Trump don't seem like the same guy as he was the first term. Seemed like somebody done got to him. Have you ever heard Trump supporters say that? I know I have. Hey, Taji. They all are, not just Trump. I was hoping he was different. I was hoping that he was a JFK. If you want to, how they got JFK, I'm going to tell you. I was hoping Trump was a JFK, which means he wasn't going to obey the puppet masters. He was going to actually work for the people, like JFK tried to. Like Ronald Reagan tried to. We've only had let me see, JFK, Ronald Reagan, Trump. The only ones that they came close, like when they got JFK because he didn't listen. They gave him a warning. They told him, "This what you gonna do," and he was like, They got rid of him. That's how they got JFK, and that's how they would be able to get anybody. Trump, they had to show Trump. See, Trump came in there with like we say, he got an ego. He's arrogant, alpha male. He came in at the first term. Ain't nobody gonna tell me what to do. I'm gonna do what I want to do. Trump came in there trying to work for the people. I know that's why I voted for him this time. I was like, this dude really don't care nothing about them people. Don't care nothing about the little hats and all them folks. And he said no new wars, remember? Because last term, he ain't do none of that. No wars, none of that. So I'm like, cool. He ran on the same thing, right? Next thing you know, how many attempts at his life? But they wasn't real attempts. They were warnings. They were warnings. So now he's back in the office. Where are we now? In Iran and other stuff he said he wasn't going to do the first term. He didn't do. He didn't. He kept his word. So they tried to eliminate him with the all them charges or whatever. Before they did the shot, they tried to get rid of him another way. It didn't work. All them charges and them 34 felonies and them fake ass Democrats, they all in on it. It really was. I didn't believe it at first. I really thought he was guilty. I really thought all that stuff there was because I was a Democrat, so I didn't believe it. I believe he's a criminal. He's a convict. How in the hell is a 34 count felon gonna run for president? I was in on that. I was a Democrat then. And I wanted him to go to jail because I didn't want him to run for president no more because I was scared he might win. But as a Democrat, I believe he was racist. Get rid of him by any means necessary. I hated Trump. I despised Trump. So much so, if I found out you was a black Trump supporter, I wanted to put hands on you. I was the same one running around talking about sell out, Uncle Tom. I was one of them guys. If you were black and you was a Trump supporter before I knew better. I didn't know no better. So now I was like, what's the guy that you persecute the Christians in the Bible? Saul, or whatever his name before he became, what's the guy's name in the Bible? He used to persecute Christians, and then he ran across Jesus on the trail somewhere, and Jesus said, why do you persecute my whatever? And next thing you know, he became the biggest Christian. That's me when it came to Trump. Paul, okay. I hated Trump. I hated him. Didn't know how to talk more shit against Trump than I did. And then I was awakened to the truth. So I thought. So now I went from Democrat to where I am now. So now, I thought Trump was different than all the others. And the first term, he was. This term, not so much, because somebody done got in his ear and say, look, this is what it is now. They tried to lock him up. They figured if we get all them felonies and we put these charges on him, ain't no way nobody gonna support this dude. The support grew. He started getting black people to like him. That's when I started like, hold up now. Something ain't right. I hated Trump. But when they start putting all them charges on him and all the other bullshit, when I was looking at the evidence and what they had, I'm like, hold up now. They framing that dude. Because I done been framed before, so I know how it works. I done had false charges put on me that I know I didn't do. And I beat them. But a lot of black men done been through what Trump went through. That's how he was able to get a lot of black men to come over. Not so many black women, because a lot of black women still over there with the Democrats. But you got a lot of black women that realize what's going on too. But now, the Trump that we thought we were going to get from the first term, this ain't the same Trump. This Trump, after they couldn't arrest him, then they started coming straight at his life, shooting at him like, hey, the felonies didn't work. Okay. No more play. Cause now they started this dude here for the win. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get right out of there and say, look, your life on the line now, you and your family. This little bit we showing you right now, we ain't gonna do it just one time. We're gonna do it 3 times. You know that magic number 3? 3 strikes. We're gonna show you 3 times how easily, if we want to, we can get you out of here. Like permanently. I got you, Cosmic. We can get you out of here permanently if we want to. So now, Trump get reelected after those assassination attempts, and people that supported him, we noticing a difference. Hey, hold up now, this ain't this. How in the hell we in Iran? When we looking at, like you said, the small hats, anybody with common sense can look and see this is not beneficial to America, just the way y'all doing this. Rodney Miller. Hold on. I thought that too. We were stopping them from having a nuclear weapon. I bought into that. George Bush. How did we end up in Iraq? What was the reason George Bush gave us that got us behind him to go into Iraq? You had to get the support of the American people. They've been wanting to go over there. No, I'm talking about Iraq with George Bush, how we end up in Iraq and Afghanistan. Supposedly for bin Laden. We're looking for bin Laden. The word is he was in Afghanistan, but how the hell we end up in Iraq? Exactly, the weapons of mass destruction. But when we got there, it wasn't no weapons of mass destruction. But they told us they had video surveillance. They had it all. Colin Powell, all of them lied to the American people, said, hey, we know for a fact. Here they are right here. See? Right? That's one. We know for a fact Saddam Hussein got weapons of mass destruction. That's what they told us. Went over there. We ain't found them weapons of mass destruction yet. So now fast forward to the day. We was told that Iran can't have a nuclear weapon. And they've been telling us for years now. Iran is 2 weeks away. How many times have y'all heard Iran is 2 weeks away from having a nuclear weapon? How many times have we heard this? The same old plot. They're 2 weeks away. So, do y'all remember before this war? Do y'all remember we attacked Iran? Do y'all remember about a year ago we attacked Iran? And Trump said, and I quote, we have destroyed, obliterated Iran's nuclear ambitions. Trump said, we have obliterated Iran's ability to create a nuclear weapon. This is about a year ago. We attacked them. He said they have no chance now. Okay. Now come back recently, they're back with the same old bullshit. They as a matter of fact, they 1 week away. But I thought you just said we obliterated. Right, Dimitri. That's true. Hold on, let me pull this up. First, let me get Cosmic. Cosmic, you ready? Let me get Cosmic up. She's been waiting a minute. Hello.
I've been waiting forever. No, I'm joking.
I'm going to first. I'm sorry.
No, you good. First, happy birthday to your son.
Thank you.
Yeah, shout out
Time flies.
Tell me about it. My daughter, she'll be 17 this year, so I totally get it. I totally get it. Well, first, I just want to say thank you for having me on.
Thank you for being here.
Definitely. So I am someone who believes that it was a stunt, that it was a fake attempt. So
Before you go to first,
yeah.
thank you for having the courage.
Oh,
For
I
most people
listen.
think that I don't want nobody that disagree with me.
I get you.
appreciate that.
Yeah. I've been on a spiritual journey for since like 2016, 2015, somewhere around there. So I've been deep diving into a lot of different things. But I want to bring a non-physical world aspect to all of this, right? I want to bring a spiritual aspect to this,
All right,
okay?
because I believe that too. It's all spiritual.
Yes, yes. Everything starts in the spirit. Nothing starts in the physical. Everything is based on the laws of nature or the universal laws of nature. All right. And so the first thing that we know is all is mind, right? And when you look at the first principle of all is mind, we have to realize that a lot of these situations that we're seeing are like they say quiet weapons for silent war. All right. So if y'all heard the word psyop, okay, or a psychological operation, which are real things that have happened in real history, that can date back, 1800, 1700, 1600s, 1500, 1400. The government, our government as we know it, okay, government, governing your mind, govern your mental, right? So we have a system
That's
that
deep.
is,
Say that
yes, it
again.
is.
Say that again.
Okay, so government. So you look at words mean things, right? So government has a meaning, but if you break down the word government, basically it means that an entity is governing your mind. So the system that we see now, so when you watch these things, so let's say for example, right, we're watching the Trump's attempted assassination, excuse me. We are watching it on a television, right? Which, if y'all have heard, telling a lie to your vision, television. Also programming. You're watching it on a television program, right? So the images that you're seeing being projected to your brain is a program. It's a simulation that's running in order to govern what you are thinking, right? And so these people meaning the government, they have created false scenarios, false situations, dating even back to the JFK, the whole thing with JFK, right? To where, and if y'all watch a lot of movies, a lot of these operations are done as inside jobs, right? Because these people are all in bed together. If y'all think 9/11 is a big one, right? I was in high school when 9/11 happened. Say it again. Allegedly, yes. That's our secret word, allegedly, right?
You gotta say that on this,
Yeah, allegedly, right? Allegedly. So, but aside from that, what was I saying? I lost my train of thought.
about
You remember?
the psyop.
Oh yeah, the psyop, right? So allegedly, right? Most of the things that we see happening on, and we just said 9/11, allegedly were inside jobs. So these are, and what I was saying is that if y'all think that the Democrats and the Republicans are fighting each other, y'all are tripping. They are laughing to the bank every time someone pays taxes that are voluntary. Let's not get into that. But every time you go and you put your car on the road and you pay gas, every time you put your car on the road and it hits a pothole that you supposedly pay taxes for them to cover up, right? All of these things are all psychological operations. Everything that you're living in right now is a psychological operation, right? So back to the task at hand. If you think,
hold on. So you telling me, are you trying to say the Democrats and the Republicans are not against each other?
I was gonna get there. So if y'all think
you're not a liberal.
Oh no. I'm a me. I'm a me fi me. Okay? I'm a me fi me.
And the reason I'm getting this understood,
yes,
they are assuming that you're a Democrat liberal.
Oh no, I don't vote at all. Like
Okay.
it is your right not to vote. The only time I ever vote is in local elections that affect me directly, right? Because even the presidential election, I don't know if y'all remember in school, but that's headed by a college, an actual college that votes for. So if you electoral college, so if you think that your vote counts, you're tripping, because they already know who's gonna be in office. Anyways, so back to what I was saying. Democrats and Republicans, one coin, different sides. You have A and you have B, just like a tape back in the day. You got an A side and a B side. It's still a tape. It's still the artist's work, right? And that's exactly what Democrats and Republicans are. It's an A side and a B side, and they are literally two wings of the same coin. So these people, they will sit up there and they will bicker, go back and forth like good cop and bad cop. But at the end of the day, they all cops, they all feds, they're all in bed together. The alphabet boys, FBI, CIA, ATF, all them people, yeah, they all in bed together. So if y'all think that what you're talking about right now means anything, it doesn't, because it's distracting you from the most important thing. We need to be worried about what the hell is going on in our neighborhoods, why our kids are being taken off the streets every day, okay? Why our women can't be safe out in the streets at night, why men can't find jobs to provide for their families. Y'all worried about the wrong shit. We want to fight over whether or not Trump had a fake assassination. For what? What's Trump done for you? What's Trump done for us? Nothing, right? So
None of them have.
it's exactly, none of them have. Even Obama ain't did shit for y'all neither. So there's that.
You better not say that. Don't you dare say that. There's black people in here.
Oh, I don't care. all skin folk ain't kinfolk.
Don't you talk about Obama.
All skin folk ain't kinfolk. All your black people ain't your black people. They not your family. And you know that because you got your own blood in your family right now. That ain't shit. So why you gonna believe some man that you don't even know? That he ain't never lay his eyes on you. And he begging for your vote. That don't even count, because an electoral college is what decides the vote. I mean, it's simple it's simple mathematics that we fail to put two and two together because of all the distractions that we have going on in life. The biggest distraction is survival, which is money.
What?
The biggest distraction is survival.
Okay, I thought you said the Bible.
No, oh, that's too. We ain't here for that. Yes.
You better not talk about that Bible.
Biblios Helios? Yeah, the sun
We got
book.
Christians in here.
I'm sorry to the Christians. I'm sorry to them too.
There's Christians in here.
I grew up Christian. Rest in peace to my mama. She was Christian and she taught me all the things I need to know about Christianity. And then I went to college and took a world religions course, and I realized, oh, Christianity is one of the earliest religions. So need I say more? No, because there's more. Anyways, but you don't throw the baby out with the bathwater, do you?
Right.
So what I want to do is I want to talk about really quick is the fake attempt and why I believe that it's a fake attempt, aside from what I just said.
Okay.
So again, I want to bring a spiritual aspect to it for those that have the eyes to see and the ears to hear, right? For those that understand on a deeper level and can see beyond what is in front of you, okay? So this is a known fact that Trump is part of a system, a mysticism system. That's a lot to say, right? And it is part of the teachings of the cabal. All right. I might get kicked off a line for talking about this shit, but it is what it is. All right. So if y'all don't know about the cabal, please research it, right? Please do your research. Again, disclaimer, I am crazy. I am
Well, they already calling you that, so you ain't got to do it. They already calling you that.
I am cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. All right.
You're the nut job, ladies and gentlemen.
I am a nut job. All right. I am not well. Okay. Trust me, I am not well. Anyways, so there is a system of practice that's called the cabal, where basically they look at a system of letters and numbers, which we all know: A, B, C, D, E, F, G, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So this particular system has been studied by many practitioners, but it focuses. She's a Democrat, spooning lies. Wow, I don't vote. Y'all can look at my voting record. Anyway,
I'm gonna sell out too. You know about what they call me, so
it is what it is. I don't care. I'm just here to give the information, and those can take it. If not, don't take it. Anyways, so this particular system, like I was saying, it looks at letters and numbers, and it actually correlates them together. So, like, for example, A would be 1, B would be 2, C would be 3, D would be 4, so on and so forth. And what they call it is, they call it like a cipher. So basically, like, it would be like a phrase. So like Trump's fake attempt, and that would equal up to a certain number, and then that number would then be looked at against other events that have happened in history where those numbers align with the same number, right? Same numerology, right? And so this particular system is called gematria or gematria, however you want to say it, again, which is studied in the Jewish Cabal system. Okay. Now, what does this have to do with what's going on right now? So all of these different events and things of that sort, they all have. Go ahead.
So I apologize for cutting you off.
Yeah.
But I need to address these people.
Yeah, that's fine.
If you don't have an open mind, if you think you already know everything, you're on the wrong channel. Go find a channel that will tell you everything you want to hear. This ain't the one. So it won't be no disrespect of my guest or of me because you don't agree.
Yeah, somebody put it in gematria. Somebody spelled it out. It's right there, so y'all can see it.
But I've heard everything you talking about. I've heard about.
Yeah, I can tell y'all a whole channel that I watch. I've been watching him for years, where he's been tracking
Everybody ain't
events.
ready for that though.
Oh, I know they not, and that's
some
perfectly
people ain't ready
fine.
for the meat. They ain't ready for meat yet. You got to keep them on, lick.
Yeah. Definitely. So I'll just keep it real.
But they think they already know everything though.
Yes. So I'll keep it real elementary and real basic. So it is what it is, right?
You're saying you're talking blasphemy. Like.
That's fine.
What did you say? I ain't heard no blasphemy yet. But
all of this you can research. Everything that I'm saying, you can find.
That ain't gonna happen. They ain't gonna research shit.
It's fine. But basically, these different events line up with different numbers, and the numbers will coordinate to other events that have happened. And basically, it shows cycles. It shows cyclical events that happen, and basically a karmic pattern, just to keep it light and simple. Okay. And so, me personally, this just happened yesterday. It's the weekend. I ain't really have time to go do my research and watch any videos or whatever the case may be. But I'm pretty sure, which he actually already has a video out on this, because he literally puts videos out every time there's an event that happens, right? So if you want to go to the guy's page, I can give it to you, Big Ward, and you can give it to your people, whatever you want to do. But basically, I'm sure that this event that just happened lined up with something that has happened prior to what's already been going on. So these are just series of events that are leading up to, obviously, a big event, which will eventually happen. As you say, the world is getting crazier by the minute. It is. I do want to also put another spin on it real quick. And that is another spiritual aspect of this, which is astrology. Okay. A lot of people don't like astrology, but I really don't care, because astrology is very much a predictor of our future. Okay. So this past weekend, yesterday, Saturday, well, not past weekend, excuse me, but this past Saturday, which was yesterday, the transition of, and those that understand astrology will know what I'm talking about, Uranus transiting into Gemini, which this particular transition hasn't happened for 84 years. So the last time we've seen this transit is when my daddy was born, back in 1941, okay? And during that transition, we had a huge civil war happening on this land, okay? So anytime, and actually the United States was actually born under a Uranus in Gemini transit as well. And so this particular transit, if you understand what Uranus means and if you understand what Gemini means, right? Those two aspects that we have, they have different attributes, right? So lightly, for example, Uranus. Oh,
Hold
go
on.
ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
How long you been following me?
How long have I started, you know what? So I used to drive, I used to do like logistics and trucking. And when when the whole port shut down and all that shit that was happening, that's when I started following you. I found all your videos about like, because I was just trying to see what information was out there about other people that were kind of going through the same thing.
So you know I'm not a religious type of guy.
Oh, I know that.
Okay. The reason I asked you that, because I'm looking at these people talking like I'm not supposed to listen to you because I'm some type of Bible thumper and I don't listen to nothing else.
Listen,
So I'm wondering how long y'all been following me to say I'm better than this, that I don't like. I know it's more to this than what y'all minds are like a little rock. And you can't put new ideas on a closed mind. You know what I mean? So I don't. Who
yeah.
are you?
The thing is, honestly, Big Ward, like a lot of people are going to be shocked out of their minds when, things really start to go
But this is what
places.
I talk about. So they acting like they shocked that I'm listening to you. I'm not. I don't listen to y'all with that religion bullshit. To me, y'all are the nuts.
Yeah.
But they in here like. So I'm like, how long have y'all been following me?
Yeah, somebody said most people don't understand astrology. Someone said a 400 cycle. She's spot on. Yeah, anyway, so you got people in here, Big Ward, that know what I'm talking about.
I get it. Right.
Yes, but here's the thing, Big Word. Your content and stuff. The content that you put out, you like what I've seen is that for this type of content, like the esoteric type of stuff, like you don't really touch on it much. So you probably have more people that follow you on the worldly side of things than on the hidden esoteric side of things. Just saying.
They ain't ready for it. I
And
know
that's
about it.
cool.
I know
Yeah.
about it, but I can't give it to them.
Well, yes. And so
And you see why?
and this is why I don't openly talk with people about certain things because, but again, like I have to live in my purpose. I have to walk in my purpose. I have a whole entire YouTube channel. I've been doing YouTube videos since 2017 on spiritual stuff, so yeah. And exactly, Keith, you don't understand anything. It's because I'm speaking a foreign language. When you're talking to people who are
I'm
asleep,
just explaining to you why I don't talk about it.
yeah, when you talk to people that are asleep and that are under what I like to call under a spell of thinking that this is like reality, you know what I'm saying? Like that's when you have people who will hear what I'm saying, but they don't hear what I'm saying because they're like, "Oh, that's BS." I was the same way. I was the same way until I came into the knowledge and I'm like, "Whoa. Whoa, I knew something wasn't right. I knew something was off. I knew this shit wasn't what they said it was." I mean, it's just as small as you sitting at your cubicle and you being sick and tired of your job. You
You
being
got a
sick of
channel?
Yeah, I have a channel.
What's the name of your channel? Somebody want to know.
Shoot, hold on. I should know the name of it, right? But I changed the name, so hold on. Give me 2 seconds. It's Divine, Divine,
Hold on. Divine.
and then chakras. So Chakras.
Oh, that's blasphemy there.
Divine chakras.
Hold on. I forgot to put the space.
Yeah. No worries.
CHAKRAS.
Divine chakras.
KA. R-A-S.
CHAKRAS. I can here.
I got it.
All right.
I'm gonna put up here. You tell me if this is.
Yeah, that's it.
All right. Demetri, this is our YouTube channel.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead. My bad.
No, you good. But yeah, most of us are just under a nervous system spell. And we're in fight or flight, we're in survival. And this is why people, believe in politics. The world is a stage. Like the world, I mean, you cannot not look at the pictures and stuff from that whole attempt. And you can't tell that it's fake. Like I look at it and I'm just like, who are these bad actors? Like it's so
why?
hard.
But now here's my question.
But why not?
But why?
But why not?
What purpose does it serve?
It serves a purpose to keep people locked in this fight against each other about Trump being attempted assassination. Again, this is the second time, y'all. This ain't the first. The third time. Yeah, third time. So come on, y'all. Like it's just like when will y'all get it? And now people are starting to say the last one, they're like, wait, hold on. The ear, there's no medical updates. Trump said he didn't want no medical team. He didn't want nobody to investigate it. And he wanted to brush it off and leave it alone. And it's like, but somebody just tried to take you out, sir. And you don't care to figure out or find out who it was. Or it's just like, it's so beyond words at this point. It's kind of like, all right, y'all just got to give it up. Like, let the system fall so that we can just go back to building our own homes, gardening our own. Like these people are feeding y'all mold in the stores. like I'm sorry, big word, but it's just like y'all drinking, like messed up water. Like it's y'all living in wooden homes that are matchboxes. I don't even know. I don't even know.
Here's my problem.
I don't even know at this point.
Now hold on. Let me share with this.
Yeah.
Now, what do you think about? Hold on.
So the market has a clock. So the Realtor.com market clock tracks data like inventory, time on market, buy. That's his plots, right?
Somebody in the comments talking about somebody died. It's like, yo, people die every day. Like,
man, these people,
people die every day. My mama just died last August. Please don't even come with that death shit, because I'm so numb to it. It's not even a game. All right, it's not even a game.
What happened to my Bluetooth? Hold on for a minute.
JLab on. Bluetooth connected. Battery medium.
Now, as far as somebody want to know, do I believe in the Most High? Everybody got their own beliefs, whether they believe in God or they don't.
Yes.
Why do you care what somebody else believes?
Yeah.
You don't know what nobody believes. They can just say I believe in leprechauns. So, what?
Yes.
People are so concerned. You worry about whether or not you're going to heaven or hell or wherever you think you're going.
Yes.
Whatever the hell, if I believe in leprechauns, the tooth fairy, whatever, if I ain't bothering you and your family, why do you care what I believe?
It's divide and conquer, big word. The system was set up to divide everybody on A and B side.
I want to know, what do I believe in? What does it matter?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Like, but that's the thing. That's why I said we're worried about the wrong things. People are worried about your beliefs and who you voted for. But like I said, what about the little girl that just got taken off the corner down the street in your neighborhood? Why is the hood still selling people in the hood snacks that are going to kill them and give them diabetes and heart attacks and high blood pressure? Like, y'all worried about the wrong stuff. Why do you still got roaches and mice running through your apartment complex and you haven't called OSHA? And if you did call OSHA, why they ain't did nothing to deem the building unlivable and unsanitary? Like,
you're worried about if you believe in Jesus or not.
Y'all worried about the wrong stuff. worried about why these teachers ain't teaching these kids nothing in school because they tired, because they're burnt out and they're underpaid and not appreciated.
But check this out.
The
We worried about the
eventual
wrong
return of
shit.
Jesus Christ. Running the United States is a thankless job, to say the least, was asked President Barack Obama. The death threats against Barack Obama started before his first 2008 presidential primary. One early plotter was Jerry M. Blanchard, an accountant who mentioned assassinating Obama in a Waffle House in Charlotte, North Carolina on July 15, 2008, 4 weeks before Obama's nomination at the Democratic National Convention. As the book Famous Assassinations in World History recounts, he said, "He needs to be taken out, and I can do it in a heartbeat. We both know Obama is the Antichrist." Blanchard spent 366 days in prison, 3 years on probation, and was permanently stripped of his accountant's license. Soon after, a trainee bail bondsman named Raymond H. Geisel was arrested after telling his class that he intended to assassinate Obama. The police found body armor, a 9mm handgun, 4 loaded magazines, ammunition, and a hatchet in his hotel room. He insisted he was joking and served 3 years probation. After this, 3 self-confessed white supremacists were arrested by the Denver Police Department for driving a truck full of weapons and meth to Obama's DNC nomination with the intention of killing the future president. One of them, the aptly named Sean Robert Adolph, used racist language to characterize his hatred of Obama. In October 2008, about 2 months after Barack Obama became the official Democratic nominee for president, police arrested 19-year-old Paul Schlesselman of Arkansas and 21-year-old Daniel Cowart of Tennessee for plotting his assassination.
Before I go no further, this is where I'm going with this. There were dozens of these against Obama that we don't hear about.
Okay.
So why, if it's all staged or whatever, why we wasn't told about those? But yet Trump is staged because we heard about it. I'm asking you, you saying Trump is staged, what do you think about these? That if they want to keep us divided, why they didn't tell us about this? A lot of people don't even know this happened.
Right. So for me, I feel like there's certain things that they want to highlight and there's certain things that they don't want to highlight. That's just my personal opinion. Listen, I don't know everything. I don't know everything. I'm not gonna sit up here and be like, oh, I know all of this shit, because I don't, right? But I
don't believe it was staged.
And that's fine. You don't have to believe
every president. That was the point I was trying to make.
The Obama one. You don't believe that the Obama one was staged? Is that what you're saying?
I don't believe no more. Because Trump, if it was staged,
yeah,
this what I say it would be a stage for Trump, and not necessarily a stage, but a warning.
Yes,
to let you know at any time we can touch you. If you ever decide to not do what we tell you to do, I'm talking the power that be. So that's what I believe. I don't believe it was fake. I believe it was a warning to him.
Okay, so an inside job.
The real power.
Right, which is the unseen hand. They call it the unseen.
Killed JFK.
So like your handlers, or like your unseen hands,
JFK, the JFK assassination.
Correct. Yes, and
whoever killed him. They still around.
Right. I get what you're saying. And for a lot of these presidents, because they may have been trying to change something or maybe go against the plan that was actually given to them, or like the directions that were given to them, and they try to go against that, or they try to say, hey, like, I'm not going to do that. Then that could be something possible too. I mean, there's so many scenarios, right? There's so many different.
Because it don't serve no purpose. Like, out of all the stuff you can do to keep us divided, because we already divided.
Yeah.
It don't take that. That's petty.
I get you. Yeah.
Out of all the stuff they can do, how much more divided can we be?
True.
So why would they have to do that little bullshit to keep us divided when we already divided?
True.
They ain't got to do nothing else. They ain't got to do nothing.
You're right.
It's in the comment section right here. How divided we are.
That's what I'm saying.
So so as far as them staging a assassination attempt to keep us divided, that was a waste of time.
What would be the government's gain if we all got along?
They wouldn't gain, they'll lose. They'll lose power.
So keeping us divided and conquered does what?
keep them in power.
Okay.
But my point is this: they didn't have to do that.
True. They didn't, but they did.
They already doing an amazing job.
They didn't, but they did. Hey, listen,
I think that was a long, crazy, that was one of those crazy ass lunatics. Like, say, for instance, the one that tried to have them assassination attempt against Obama.
Yeah.
Do you not believe that it could be possible that it was just some good old boy from Mississippi that just hate a black man being the president of the United States? They just want him out of here.
Listen.
Do you not believe that's possible?
That is possible. I believe that the impossible is possible, and I believe that the possible is impossible. So I believe both sides.
That's why they didn't get away with it, because you're not part of the chosen. You can't touch Obama. You look backwoods redneck down there in Habatashi, Mississippi. You can't touch Obama.
Right.
All the one can get to Obama is us, the ones who put him there.
Okay.
So that's why none of these attempts were successful.
Okay.
Because they some real people like me and you,
right,
that really hate Obama.
Now, some people would say that it really happened because they're trying to do a cover up. What would they be trying to cover up?
This was some lunatic that hate Trump.
So Trump has had 3 lunatics that hate him.
No. This dude ain't get close.
Okay.
He ran through the line, like, say, for instance, you coming through the airport. You see all them TSA agents up there.
Yeah.
It's a good chance you ain't gonna get through.
Uh-huh.
Because you got to go through the little metal detector thing and it's gonna go off.
Right.
But what if you say, you know what? The chance of me getting through that untouched is slow. So they're gonna take out running and hope I can get to where I'm going before they catch me.
So these are just go ahead.
He just took out running trying to get through.
Right.
He didn't make it to the lobby. If you look at the video, Trump them sitting there like they didn't even know what was happening. The Secret had to come let them know. Because the dude didn't make it. It was some old random ass idiot. The same people you see in here, Trump, he's the Antichrist. It's them folks. That's who it is.
Hey,
the real ones is the ones that got climbed up on that building.
And to that extent, there are a lot of people that are mad at Trump because he made promises that he broke to them, or he's leading them down. Huh?
His life is on the line.
This is what I'm saying. I am taking the stance of agreeing with you, right? By saying I know that there are many people out here that hate Trump right now because of the things that he's been doing actively, that he said that he was going to do one thing and he's doing another, is what I'm saying.
But
what you're saying could be true. Just to agree, I still got my stance. I still think it's fake. But I can agree to disagree. I can also see the other side of the story to say, okay, that could possibly be true, but I'm still going to have my belief.
But all I'm doing is
playing devil's advocate.
No, as far as I feel like if a person has a belief, it should have some type of factual, like, say for instance, people that believe in Jesus.
Yeah.
That was a story that was told.
Yeah.
My introduction to Jesus was not from Jesus himself. My introduction to Jesus was from my mama. And she got it from her mama.
Yes. Same with my mama.
Okay. Ain't none of us, my mom never met Jesus that she can show me. I met Jesus in 1947 over at the Sugar Hill Cafe. He came and sat out. Can't nobody tell me that.
True.
I ain't never met it.
Right.
So if I tell you I believe in it, it's because I'm believing what somebody told me.
Yes.
So
my backup would be, like I said, the gematria as well as astrology, which are both.
All right, hold on. Shaquille, you're up. How you doing, my man?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm at work, but I couldn't miss out on this.
So what's on your mind? What you got to say?
I'm agreeing with you, Big Ward. It's just an assassination attempt. They always happen
On every president.
with every president. It just depends on what the approval rating of the president is. If people like the president, ain't nobody want to hear that somebody trying to kill him. And if people don't like the president, of course people want to hear that somebody trying to kill him.
Or they'll come with the opposite side. It wasn't real. It was fake.
And what if it was a storyline? What if they're following a script? What if this is?
But what if?
What if?
For what though? For what though?
But
What
here's
is
the
that going
question.
to
But why
accomplish?
not? But no one's answering the question of but why not? Why
Because we
not?
already have. Look,
The reason the why not is because it ain't accomplishing nothing. That's the why not. It'll be
Hey,
a
listen.
waste.
they already have so much stuff going on when it comes to the Iran war and the Epstein files and everything like that. Of course, they're going to want people talking about shit that doesn't have to do with that. And my whole take on it is because, like, I used to be really down with the mysticism shit. I used to be down with all that. It could be a sacrifice, right? But what we have to realize is like even when they do all these sacrifices, it don't accomplish nothing. Because if you want to look at what they're trying to keep us from doing, the only thing you have to look at is what don't they let us do? And that's get back to nature. That's
And that's
always
what
been the thing. There's
and that's
control.
what I
We
said
have
in the beginning. This is all a distraction to keep you from knowledge of self. That's what I'm saying.
I agree
It's
with you.
no.
I agree with you on
It's
that.
not even. Yeah.
Don't take this little bullshit.
Getting back to nature for me is knowledge of self. Understanding that that's where you come from. You don't come from this fake system.
So then let me ask you this. So then let me ask you this, right?
Yeah.
If you want to get back to nature, why don't you move out into the middle of the woods somewhere? Because I used to think the same way. So ask yourself that. Why can't you do that?
Oh, we know why you can't do that. That we know why you can't go live off grid. We know that.
Yeah, they don't let you.
They don't let you.
They don't let you.
Hold on. You can't. I ain't never tried, so I don't know.
Hey, it's illegal to collect rainwater in some places. Like, let's be
It's
real.
illegal. It's illegal to collect rainwater, and there are certain countries where you can go and you can live and you could just live off of the land, right? But you still have to pay taxes.
Or you have to pay electric, or you have to be some sort of tapped into a grid. If you don't have water, you have to get municipal water.
You don't. No, you don't. You don't even have to use any of that. There's an island off of the east coast of South America, and they'll actually pay you to go there, and you don't have to use the water or nothing like that. But the whole point is control. And I know we get into the mysticism and everything like that, but unfortunately, like, there's not much else to it. It's just it's control.
It's control. But
Like, even
that's what I've been saying this whole time, is that it's conquer and divide. Divide and conquer. I've been saying it the whole time.
Both of us agree with you on that.
Yes. But you don't agree.
Have one disagreement.
It's about the assassination. And that's fine.
It served no purpose.
I'm okay with that.
No purpose.
No purpose at all. That don't stop nothing else they're trying to do.
I get you. I totally get it.
To carry out the mission that you're talking about.
Yes.
There was no need for them to fake this. To carry out that mission. It's gonna happen anyway.
I get you.
They are already on schedule.
What's the schedule?
Why not? But for what?
Schedule for what? What we scheduling?
Everything you saying they're trying to do.
Yes.
They are accomplishing it already.
They
didn't need no fake. They didn't need no fake attempt. That dude was really just some old crazy ass, mentally deranged. They walk around here all day. I see them every day. They in the comment section.
Yes, they in the comment section.
Look at this dude right here. He asking me why did he get blocked? But you commenting. You ain't blocked. How you blocked if you sitting right here commenting? You know what blocking is, right? you got a YouTube channel, so you know you block people that can't comment.
Yes.
He asking why did he get blocked, but yet he commented.
There's no way. Maybe
You're
you got
not
put in
blocked.
timeout. He probably got put in timeout or something. If
I ain't
no,
got no mod. I don't have mod.
you don't have mods.
If
Oh,
I didn't
okay.
put him there, he didn't go there.
Okay.
Somebody been wrong with his connection or something.
Right.
But how can you be blocked and you comment?
Yeah.
He can't even figure that. Like, well, damn, how am I blocked if I'm commenting? And I gotta answer, and I really gotta address this. No, I just ignore it, but then I don't want to ignore my people. But come on, man, y'all gotta do better. You saying I can do better than this. Y'all gotta do better.
Somebody said the world is a mental institution.
Facts.
It is. It is. It is. I have a YouTube series on that. It is. It literally is. I do, and you actually inspired me to start one.
But how long you been? I didn't never shout you out.
I've been following you since the war started, and I was on your one live.
Your channel. How long your channel been up?
Oh, it's only like a month old.
What's the name of it?
It's Shaq Nagy 22. But I have a couple of videos on there, and it's all about that same topic.
It don't matter. I'm gonna shout your channel out. Hold on.
But I have it's on that exact topic, bro. Like,
what's
the only way, Shaq Nagy 22.
Hold on, spell it.
SHAQ.
All right.
NAGY. 22.
All together.
All together. All together.
NAGY.
Yeah.
Hold on. 22.
22.
Now tell me if this right. You see it? Is that it?
Hold on.
He look like he froze.
Yeah, he is froze.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, Easter Wiley. Come on. Why is the one? See what I'm saying? Come on, baby. What's not well about? Like you're not well. Hold on, he froze. There, he back.
Yeah.
Hold on. Now I got to get rid of the one that's froze. All right, hold on. There you go.
Oh, I'm very much well. I'm probably doing better than you in life.
Hold on, let me gather my thoughts. Hold on.
I look like a Chicago peach. No, I'm from the DMV, from Maryland.
We don't have to agree with each other. That's okay, ain't it? That don't mean you sick because I don't agree with you. Now, well, let me take that back. There's some people that's sick that I don't agree with. But these ain't one of these. Nobody up here is sick.
Yeah.
You ain't saying nothing crazy. It's just that if you don't grasp what I'm saying, that ain't my problem.
Yeah, and even for me, Big War, like, you know, like I said, I've been on my personal journey since 2015, and like there's levels to this, you know, and I could look back on this video 3 years from now and be like, hey, like, you know, where I was in my spiritual journey, I didn't see that angle. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can always say that because there's stuff that you probably didn't believe, Big War, years ago that you believe now. You're just like, oh, snap. Like, you know, I believe in that shit now. You know what I'm saying? Like we have when you're
I was a Democrat.
See, and I was a Democrat too. That's how I voted. But then I realized that voting doesn't mean anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's just like I just think that we just have, like I said, back to the original comment that I made, we just focusing on the wrong things. But I know your show tonight was, you know, part of that. But, you know, I just feel like we're focusing on the wrong things. Like we're eating mold and we're talking about Democrats versus Republicans, but you got mold in your body. Like, have you detoxed your body this week? Like y'all know that in most other countries, they deworm their humans. Have you ever been dewormed? Like, you know, you might have parasites running through your body that got your brain blocking your ability to think, you know, like, so, and I laugh about it because like,
But
there's nothing you can do but laugh.
but they don't.
What?
Nobody talks about that.
Oh yeah. No, it wasn't that bad. But you know,
Back up,
I just
Shaquille.
get in there.
Shaquille, you at work, huh?
Yeah, he getting that money.
Oh, I'm back. I just got done.
We see.
Getting that
All right,
money.
we got Absolute 7.
Get that
I like
fiat.
that name, Absolute 7. Let me see what he's talking about. You ready, my man? He ain't paying no attention. I'm looking right at him. Hold on, y'all. Let me bring him up. Hello there. Look, y'all see
He's smacking. What you
Hey,
got?
what you eating?
You got Sunday dinner over there. He got the fried chicken, the yams.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
I can hear you.
You hear me good?
Mm-hmm.
So y'all hear me good? I need a microphone though. So Shaquille, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Cosmic, can you hear me? Is she froze now?
Yeah, I can hear you. Sorry. My bad.
Okay, and everybody else can hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. So
Hold on, Big Ward.
hold on. You ready now? Absolute 7. He's still at, hold on. Is his mic on? I don't know what. Anyway, Big Mike, you up?
What's up,
What up, Big Mike? What's going on?
I'm just chilling.
Like you in the truck?
I am.
You on your 34? Or you what you doing? You through for the day?
On a 10-hour.
Okay. Where you at?
In New Jersey.
Okay. What's on your mind?
All right, later, bro.
Well, I think they need to let the lady talk. Just because you don't know what she's talking about, I put it like this. If she had to tell me 15 different things and I cut off at number 10, she might have told me something when she got to number 14 things she was going to talk about. They changed my whole world. But everybody want to get on here and be like, oh, she this and she that. I'm just listening because I learned that if I shut up long enough, I can learn something.
Or if you don't agree with it, you just don't agree. But at
That's
least
it.
let you know you ain't got to agree with everything.
Don't be rude. Just let her talk.
And we're like, well, I don't agree with what she's talking about, but she got a right to say it.
I've been trying to catch up with you for a while because we so much alike. It's scary.
What happened? What you email me?
No, I don't know your email.
I don't read it too tough, no way.
Because when I tell you we so much alike, we even dress alike. But I'm in a truck now.
Okay then.
When I say just alike, our birthday is 1 day apart.
Which is the 22nd or the 24th?
22nd.
Okay.
And we both truck drivers.
So yours coming Friday, yours Friday, mine Saturday.
Yeah, we've been driving for over 20 years. Yeah.
So that's the thing. Now you wouldn't be surprised, well, maybe you wouldn't be. There's many people that you just alike.
Yeah, it's kind of people say I don't want to talk to I send your stuff over to my girl and she said, I don't want to talk to Big Boy. He's just so negative. I said, here ain't nothing to talk about but negativity.
Mr. Doom and Gloom.
I said, hell, you don't want to talk to me either.
Like what else?
I gotta go. I gotta go. I'm gonna go listen to Big Ward. She said, you go ahead then.
What she like to listen to?
Something positive. Ain't nothing positive.
But that's what I'm asking. What does she listen to? Maybe the rest of us can.
Oh, just anything gospel.
Oh, hell no. That shit ain't real.
Exactly.
But I do want to highlight you on some other stuff off the live though. This is my I listen to YouTube, but I listen a lot, but not necessarily engage a lot.
Yeah,
I got reasons for that.
I don't blame you.
It,
if
it's
it wasn't for me doing this, I wouldn't either.
it's
So you can email.
actually, and this what we're doing right now was actually pretty easy. I was like, man, I've been fucked up something, and it actually worked.
Yeah.
I thought about getting a YouTube channel, but I think I keep it too real, and somebody be after me. That's why I want to talk to you.
They ain't gonna let you say too much. No, what they've been took
Exactly.
the channel down.
But I want to talk to you about some other things off the live.
All right, so I'm gonna give you my email address. You email me, and we'll go from there. I can't put my number on here.
I understand exactly why you don't want more friends. Exactly. I had some that was close. I mean, for 23 years, I babysitted a motherfucker. He wasn't shit.
Oh,
owe me all kinds of money. Don't want to pay me. But I learned something. Karma, a bitch.
Exactly.
It is.
And
But
how
karma,
I know?
But you know what karma is?
I know from my experience. I did something fucked up. I'm gonna tell you kind of what I did. Let's just say I messed up somebody's motor.
In the truck?
And it wasn't a truck motor, but it was another motor.
All right.
And I got me a big truck in 2015. I locked up somebody's motor. And I ain't had nothing but problem with my motor for 7 years. And I couldn't figure out what I did wrong until that bitch locked up. I said, damn. And in fact, I was on a job last year and they took my whole check. And I saw 5 trucks sitting. I thought I locked this bitch up. And I thought about that karma. I said, I'm good. They can have that money. I'm good.
What so you got your own truck?
Yeah, it's just sitting right now. I'm driving a company truck right now. I got my own truck and trade. It's paid for, I have my own authority, all that.
That's what's up.
What the rate, the rate's back up, right?
I haven't paid much attention.
Yeah,
I thought about
if you got your own, this is a good time to do it.
Okay.
I know the fuel high, but the rate's got high too.
Yeah, because they gotta do that fuel surcharge.
But they paying like $4 or $5 a mile now.
Oh damn.
I've been looking. That's what I'm thinking. You know what I mean? I'm like, damn. But I've been looking on the load board. Like, I always keeping an eye on what's going on. So you got like $4 and $5 a mile loads now.
Okay.
Driving.
Yeah. Okay.
But mostly like coming out of Chicago, Cleveland, the Midwest.
Okay.
Very high paying free.
Also, when I'm listening to the lady here, I got a friend that she's all into astrology and she's teaching me so much. That's why I'm listening to her right now. But if you don't know and you're closed-minded, you ain't gonna learn nothing. She might have had to say she might want to say 30 different things and she only got out to 15. Everybody, oh, she did. I'm like, just listen. You might learn something.
Everybody don't want to learn.
No.
Exactly.
I didn't
Here's
even
my
finish
question.
my conversation on astrology because I'm like, yeah, nah, never mind.
I don't do that. That's what I was telling
But
you. You
here's-
got meat and you got liquid. Everybody ain't ready for the meat diet.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So
here's my question though. When it comes to the astrology, what can we do with it besides predict shit?
Well, really, for me, I'll be honest with you. What's your name again, sweetie? Shaquille, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, bet. So, for me, astrology is just a roadmap. It's another book that you read to help you navigate. Literally it's a treasure map. And that's all it is. So you may find little nuggets along the way, but I think that we've made things bigger than what they are. And because we are constantly trying to find things outside of ourselves to attach ourselves to and to make it, instead of actually internalizing it and saying, what is my relationship with this? I think that are always trying to count on something to give us answers when the answers are right here. Your answers are in your heart. You know what I'm saying? They said the temple of the temple is within you. You know what I'm saying? The church is within you. So I say that to say, like, all the answers that you've ever wanted are within you. But if you're not standing still enough to actually hear what the whispers of God is saying to you, you gonna miss it. Because why? You out here listening to all of this raggedy ass music, and you eating this raggedy ass food, and you breathing in this raggedy ass air, and you drinking this raggedy ass water, and you can't hear anything because it's so loud. The world is so loud. Like, I know people are, like somebody said earlier, the world is a mental institution. It's literally like crazy people out here. So, you know, for me, I find astrology as a grounding tool, as a grounding mechanism, because it basically just gives me a blueprint, right? Because everything is cyclical. Nothing here is new under the sun. I know you've heard that saying. Nothing new is under the sun, because it's not. It's been repeated over and over and over and over and over again. We've done this before.
Bible says that somewhere.
Yes. We've done this before.
But then again,
We've been here.
But that's
Go ahead.
Then again, that's why I asked, whose roadmap, ours or theirs?
Okay, so I'm gonna say this, right? Remember, we are living in a simulation. So I will agree with you by saying that astrology is theirs. And I'm gonna tell you why it's theirs. The calendar has been manipulated so many times. We had the Caesar calendar, and now we have the Gregorian calendar, which the Gregorian calendar is, like I said, the calendar that we actually have now. You can look this up. The calendar has been manipulated so many times, right? We can only believe the information that was given to us, right? So if you're going to use something to play their game, you better use their shit to play their game so that you can get the fuck out. And get the fuck out just means that you can get your money and leave, because the American dream is dead. If you still dreaming about the American dream, wake up. Wake up. Because that's done.
But where are we getting out to then?
Say it again.
I'm trying to see if my man can hear me yet. Absolute 7.
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, now we can. What's going on?
Okay.
Hey,
I'm chilling, man. I'm up here in Huntsville, Big Ward.
We saw you eating. What you had to eat?
Yeah, I'm saying.
I had a little tuna. I made a little tuna fish, tuna this weekend.
This time of night?
Yeah. I'm trying to get back on my workout stuff, you know.
Yes.
I need the extra protein before I lay down.
Okay.
Hey, we need your help, Big Ward, because I'm in the gym too. So.
Well, I'm doing it. Cardio. That's the main thing.
Yeah.
I know I love to lift, and you're watching what you eat and all that type of stuff, but you got to get to moving.
The cardio.
The cardio.
Yeah, I like the elliptical. That's my favorite.
Whatever it is, something.
All right.
But 7, what's on your mind?
I'm gonna have to agree with what's your name, Miss Lady?
Cosmic.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with what she's saying. With all the stuff that's going on, and you know I watch it and stuff like that. I think it's all just show. The assassination. I think the first assassination was just a show. They both work on the same team, Republicans and Democrats. People got it divided, thinking that it's two separate entities, and I think they just work together. I think the wars is just a sham, just to deceive the people and have us not really focused on the things that we need to be focusing on to elevate. Just like she said, you got to go internal with this stuff. The only reason that I was able to really lock in and figure out a lot of things about myself is I had to get isolated, cut all the noise off, because if you don't, you're not going to really be able to know what's going on. And the more that you isolate yourself and you go within, you can see clear through that stuff. Like none of it is really real. And all of it is to grab your attention and have you focusing on some stuff that doesn't even matter. Like, really. So that's where I'm at with it. You know, I heard about the assassination thing last night, And once I seen, I was like, oh, this just another skit that they running to roll out to everybody, you know, and this and that. So I'm with her 100% on it. That's just my point of view.
So what about the other presidents? You think that was
I can't hear you for some reason, Big Wood.
Can you hear me now? Hold on. Cause
I can hear you.
Everybody else can hear me, right?
You went out.
I can
What about
hear
the rest? Can the rest of y'all hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you.
So that's on your end.
I can hear her, but I can't hear you, Ward.
That's on your end.
Yeah, I can
Hold
hear.
on a minute. Let me drop one.
I can hear you, Big Ward, and the lady.
Hey, Big Mike,
You take
email me bigwater@yahoo.com.
Okay, hold on.
Let me see if I got too many people.
I still can't hear you for some reason.
What about now?
Yeah.
That's you. That's on you.
I can hear her, but I can't hear you.
Hold on.
Okay, since you can hear me, come out of the StreamYard and go back in. I heard that StreamYard is doing like updates and different.
I'm gonna remove you and
Okay,
then
leave the room and come back in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on a minute.
Yeah, David Wilcock too. That's a whole thing. Do you know how many scientists have been getting missing and offed? All these people that have been doing all this research and stuff.
Somebody had a cure for cancer not a couple of weeks ago. They come up missing.
See what I'm saying? Like it's like I said, like I got too many other important things to do about just survival and stuff.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. You sure?
Yeah, I got you. I got you.
Okay. Now, my question, what I was asking you was, what about Obama and Bush and Clinton and every other president that had assassination attempts? We just didn't hear about it.
Well, I think
Obama had more than Trump.
I think it's the same for all of them.
But if it was a distraction, they didn't tell us about Obama. So why they try to distract us then?
Now I feel like it was kind of different back in the day. Now, like when they killed Kennedy and stuff, I think they were fighting for control over the government. Like, you know, I think the mob killed Kennedy, honestly, because, you know, they was trying to get him to do some things that, you know, other people was going against. And I think when they knocked him off, I think that they secured control of the government, and everything else from there has just been smoke and mirrors. You know, I think Obama was just a puppet that they put in there and somebody was pulling strings.
But when you say you think the mob killed Kennedy, they ain't got that kind of power.
Yes, they did. Back then they did. Yeah. Yes, they did.
The same people that got power now, they had power then.
Man,
they probably wanted him dead because I heard he crossed them out. But if the real powers that be, which are global, the mob was local. They're just America.
No, they wasn't. No, they wasn't.
They ain't like the Bilderberg group.
They had politicians everywhere. The mob did. Yes.
The mob is not like, you ever heard of the Bilderberg group?
Yeah, I'm familiar with all them.
The Trilateral Commission.
BlackRock.
Yeah.
That is not the mob.
Yeah, I know that ain't the mob.
That is not a bunch of Italian Scarface looking folks.
They a type of mob though. They're not the mob, but they're a type of mob.
John got in them is what I'm talking about.
Right.
True, yes.
But now when it comes to certain things, maybe dirty work that those people need be done, that's who they would go to. You see what I'm saying? In certain situations.
So you say, for instance, you right that the mob did it.
So I think they were all connected at some point.
But they had permission.
They still are.
Right.
They couldn't have done it. The mob couldn't have touched no president without permission.
Right.
Because they wouldn't have been able to get to him.
Right. But then when you say permission, we not talking about just one person that's calling these shots. We talking about a whole group of people that sit down at the table. Yeah, right.
It's a global conglomerate.
So these huge families and stuff, the Rockefellers and all that stuff, when it's time to do some type of dirty work, they may go appoint somebody else to go and speak to these people to have them doing. And sometimes they don't even know. That's just to keep their hands clean. That's just to keep the hands clean. You see what I'm saying? It's just it's all that good old boy network, just honestly. Just being real. It's that good old boy network of, you know, I scratch your back, you scratch my back type of whites type stuff. Just being real. And it's been going on. I'm telling you. Yes.
You partly right. But it ain't good old boy. This shit demonic.
Yeah.
It ain't got to do with race. Good old boy, no. These are what the book say. Principalities.
Yeah, we live in a polar world. So
we don't battle against flesh and blood.
There's two sides to everything, and it's not even good or evil. It is. It just is. It just what is. These people are taking people out left and right.
Yeah.
But who going to jail?
Hey, and to be honest with you, I think our government been taking people out.
Of course they have.
Sweep it up under the rug. They put it on other people, and you just never know.
Okay, you know what? Watch Night Agent. Go and watch the series Night Agent. We gonna start. You want to get into movies? And all they've been saying it.
Yeah, they've been killing people. Forever, they've been killing people.
But that ain't nothing new though.
Yeah.
No.
That's been going on for 1,000 years.
So what I'm saying is you can't put nothing past these people. You can't even put who they connected to past these people. It's just and coming from people that's just living everyday lives, trying to get up, work, and make an honest living. Like you would never, the only way that I feel like that you could really get leverage in this world is just like she said, you have to really tune out all the noise and you literally have to be on your purpose, in your path. And none of that stuff even matters. I didn't even care that they shot at Trump last night. It just,
but they did.
It just don't matter.
They didn't make it.
Yeah, that's what they say. You know,
I mean, it's on video. Unless
you really can't.
Eyes.
You just can't trust video now with AI. You can't really trust none of that. They just had Artemis that said they went to the backside of the moon. Do we really believe that?
Oh, no, Katy Perry went to the moon. Remember Katy Perry and Oprah's boo? They all went up to the moon too.
You just can't believe
do y'all think that Katy Perry really went to the moon? Do you believe that?
I don't think they went to the moon. I don't think they went to the moon. I don't think that they went the
first time. And they went with Oprah's wife? You really
I don't
believe
think that they went the first time.
Let's not go there.
All it is just
blog. Let's see, blog them TV. I need to see your picture.
Somebody said I believe it.
But yeah, Big Ward, I like your show, man. I'm a supporter, man. I watch it every day at work, man.
I appreciate it.
And you know, I'm up here in Huntsville. I don't know if you heard about Huntsville, Alabama.
Yeah, I'm
I'm up here in Huntsville, man.
As a matter of fact, my youngest cousin, one of my cousins just graduated from A&M.
A&M. Yeah.
So she living up there now. Her name Paris.
Okay.
So hold on. Who breaking the web? Hold on. Let me get some more people in here. Hold on.
Katy Perry did a whole music video about Dark Horse.
You ready breaking the web? Where you went? Hold on. Oh, there you go. Hold on, y'all. Good evening.
Hey.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, what's going on?
I'm good.
What's on your mind?
I want to see what's your name? Her name?
Cosmic.
Everybody
what do you think about God?
Huh?
What do you think about God? Like
generator, operator, destroyer, God. So basically, God is just.
But do you believe that God is in the Bible?
Hold on, let me finish.
Yeah.
You asked me what God is, but you didn't let me finish, right? All right.
Hold on, Cosmic. Hold on. What do you think God is? What do you? I want to see where you're coming from. What's your answer?
what I've been thinking, like, we all been was taught, but we all was taught where we know now. And what I think is looking at it from a second magnified glass, they he different from where we've been taught what he is. But I think he is that
So do you believe in the Bible?
We just taught our lives.
Do you believe the Bible? You believe in the Bible?
I mean,
he's there.
Yeah.
He's trying to get an understanding. I know where he is. I know exactly where he is. Yeah. I know where he is.
He coming from. So you coming from where I was?
I know where he's coming from.
Like I used to be religious, but I'm not religious no more. Don't think I just call myself this child of God now. That's all I call myself.
Yeah, okay, I get you. All right,
I know where he is.
Answer the question. I just want to see where you're coming from.
All right, cool. So like I was saying, so God, generator, operator, destroyer. Okay, so that's just the acronym. I'm just gonna go with that, right? So basically,
for piss some more people off.
It's okay. I've been doing this for years. It's fine. It's okay. So this is me, my journey, and my understanding or overstanding or understanding of what God is. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So my concept of God is just frequency. God is omnipotent. God is everywhere.
That's what I was thinking too.
Yes. So God is not a person. It's not a tangible, touching thing. Yeah. It is a frequency. It's an energy. It's what covers this realm, right? And so for me, God is just a concept, and that is it. It's something that can be felt through prayer, if you pray. It can be something felt through meditation, if you meditate, right? So for me, it's a feeling that you get. So like, if you ever remember your mama in church getting happy and being filled with the Holy Spirit, that for me, that's nothing but a chakra activation. So basically it's where your spinal cord, and you have this opening within your chakras. If you ever study that information, like, you know, it's more of it's a type of spiritual experience that you have in church. How do I know? Because it's happened to me before. So when I used to go to church, I was filled with the Holy Spirit, and the same exact feeling that I had in church was the same feeling that I had when I meditated, and I was able to activate all my chakras. It was the same feeling. It's just this over exhilarating feeling of energy that you just got to be like, you just got to like get it out. And so that's why you see them running around the church and doing all these different things, because they're feeling the spirit of God, right? Or the energy of God. You know what I'm saying? So that's for me. I don't think that God is a man nor a woman. I believe that God is,
that's what I'm thinking too.
I believe that God is androgynous, and it's a energy of both, because in order to create, you need a man and a woman to come together to create. A man cannot create by himself, nor can a woman create by herself in this realm that we know as the world.
The flesh.
Yes, the flesh.
Yeah.
The flesh,
but God
right?
Is a spirit, so God ain't got no penis or no vagina.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too,
God is just energy, and energy can create anything.
Behind us, Satan.
So tell me this, do you believe in the devil then?
Same thing. It's the same.
I'm kind of like, I'm thinking maybe he don't exist. I think this guy, God didn't believe in good or evil. He just created this through logic or something like that. But I don't think that the devil's in. Maybe angels don't exist neither. Maybe this God that this only exists.
I'm kind of looking at God be both. Could God be the devil?
I mean, I'm hearing
I
that
think
too.
so. I think so.
The one in the Bible?
I don't do that. I mean, I read the Bible, I read it, but I think if the Bible is true, it's not like it's a spiritual truth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If you don't know how to use it in the spirit, it ain't real.
Yeah. So think of like, so y'all know like about mythology, right? And Greek mythology, Roman mythology. So the Bible, think of the Bible as a mythological book of lessons that you would tell to like a child or someone who doesn't necessarily speak. So you have to give them pictorial stories, and you have to give them, you know, different ways of describing, you know, people and places and things. Like, that is what, for me, that's what the Bible is. It's just a story about life and about different lessons in life.
Do you think I should block this guy here? He kind of annoying me.
I just annoy him. They just be hating. Just let them talk.
I don't like weird. He weird.
Yeah, just let them talk. Shoot. The more you hate, the more people your channel gonna keep growing. So just let them talk.
I know. Let them stay.
Yeah, just let them. Hey, that's what I do on my channel. I just let them talk.
They get on my nerves though, man. It fuck with my peace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just let them say whatever y'all gonna say. Just go ahead and keep hating. I don't care. It's gonna make my channel grow even larger. So just keep hating.
All right, man.
Hey, that means that we're doing something right.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, ladies and gentlemen. If y'all ain't got plans for, you know, I don't know about making plans for the next day because you ain't guaranteed to be here. But it's 11:05 my time. I got to go to work in the morning. I just happened to look over there. It's 11 o'clock. I got to go to bed. So we can pick up tomorrow where we left off tonight.
Okay.
And hopefully I can get in a little earlier. So I'm going to try that. And my man, I ain't going to block you. I'm just going to let you, he got a bunch of letters. I don't know what his name is. But I love you too. I don't agree with you. You annoyed me tonight, but thanks to breaking the web, you're not getting blocked. So I want to tell y'all good night. I appreciate y'all. And we're going to try to pick this up again tomorrow night, all right?
All right.
So y'all have a good night. And Absolute 7, Cosmic, Breaking the Web, and everybody else, Shaquille, Nagy, Big Mike. I see you down there, Adam. We're going to try again tomorrow night. I got to go to bed, y'all. Y'all have a good night.
Good night.
All right.